So guys, here we are at Flint Castle. Edward I wanted to bring every part of his kingdom under his control. So Edward's campaign against Llywelyn ap Gruffydd, Prince of Wales, began in 1277. So they built Flint Castle in order to have that campaign against Llywelyn ap Gruffydd. There was 2,000 men working here by August 1277. In 1294, Madog ap Llywelyn led a revolt against English rule, and Flint fell, and they ordered the town burnt to the ground. These two statues are meant to be of King Richard II and his faithful hound Matthew. So here we are on the walk up to the Flint Castle. Bit of a rise up the path, and then you can see what remains of Flint Castle. So here we are at the bridge going into the entrance of the castle. There's the tower there on the right, and the wall going down there. You got a thing about heights, probably not the best thing to do, because you can see through the grating to the ground. I think they've got safety warnings there about the castle. Bit of the history of the castle. Edward I, King of England, had plans for Wales. The wars he fought to keep his father's rebellious kingdom together had made him a man of steel. He inherited a more united England in 1272. English barons rushed to pay homage to the new king when he returned from the Crusades in 1274, but Llywelyn ap Gruffydd, Prince of Wales, did not. Edward's good relationship with Llywelyn ended after a series of disagreements. In 1277, Edward invaded Wales. Edward needed a more permanent bridgehead, a launch pad for a military operation in Wales, a fortress easily supplied by sea from England, with English town to support it. Rocky ground on the edge of a marshy estuary was ideal. This hard place was given the name Flint. Building began in 1277. Edward's victory over Llywelyn was completed by November 1277, but that was only the beginning. The king's authority and his castle at Flint would become permanent. Edward's architectural genius, Master James of St. George, took over the Flint project in 1280. The king wanted Flint Castle completed in fine style. So we're going up to the tower we saw on the right as we came in, but unfortunately at the minute I can't take you into the castle. The sign here is talking about August 1399. Richard II looked out from the castle walls to see his fate approaching in the shape of his ambitious cousin, Henry Bolingbroke, Duke of Lancaster, at the head of an army. Richard had returned from fighting in Ireland to find kingdom in revolt. Henry's campaign against him had become too powerful to resist. Richard prepared to surrender. The king heard mass, probably in the chapel here in the Great Tower, and then went down to meet his fate. Shakespeare imagined what Richard said at the moment he gave himself up to Henry. Cousin, I am too young to be your father, though you are old enough to be my heir. What you will have I give you unwillingly too, for we must, what force will have us do. They travelled to London, where Richard abdicated. Henry IV was crowned, beginning a new line of the House of Lancaster. Richard was starved to death in February 1400, but the abdication crisis continued. In the turmoil, the Welsh found a new champion, Owen Glyndwr. Looks like we can't get into this tower just at the minute due to the current COVID regulations, but you can go in through that entrance up those stairs there to the cage at the top there. This looks like it was the castle's well and water supply. So here's the view from the castle out over the estuary. So going down this way from the estuary, it heads down there into the Dee. The view of the Dee estuary is not only beautiful to capture but important evidence as to why Flint Castle was built on the spot I'm now recording this video on. Boats would have come in from the estuary to bring supplies to the court at Flint. The tower here is the northeast tower of the castle. Let's go and see what's in there. So as you can see as we're coming up to it, looks like a fair bit of it has fallen down over the years. The wall there. See some stairs there going up. Quite an impressive size when it would have been completed. We're stood in the northeast tower here, so I'm assuming that would be the northwest tower over there. With that being the northeast tower, this must be the east wall. Heading to the southeast tower, just come along the north wall, and the entrance we came in on over there's in the south wall. So after being in the castle, there is a bit of a walk through the woods, and there's some carved wooden statues that are dotted around the castle that I'll show you. So we can have a peer into the southeast tower. Though due to current restrictions they've locked, but I'm not entirely sure there's any steps at the edge of there. Here we are, guys. There's the bridge we came in on. So looking at the map we had earlier in the video, It looks like this grassed area here would have been fortified as well. But the castle would have been the main fortification, with then what looks like a stone wall around this bit we're exiting to now. It looks like coming from around here, there would have been a stone wall on this bit as well. So guys, what I'm going to show you now is the woodwalk and taking us down the sort of estuary walk to show you a bit of the sands and Flint Marsh. So guys, just before we show you the woodwalk and the estuary and Flint Marsh, this is the southwest tower, and we were up there having a look in, and this just gives you a look inside a bit better from the other side, because we can't actually get into the tower, not the shower, the tower, to show you at the minute. Again, just before we head for the woodwalk, statues and that, this is the other side of the southeast tower. I don't think there's actually any steps to get in there like I thought on the other side.